the rain starts to fall, falling down from the sky. All you can do is sit and watch the rain falling down. When the rain starts to fall from the sky, all you can do is sit and watch it rain. Rainy time is just a time for rain. Rain is falling from the sky. Rainy time is just for rain. Falling down from the sky. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My subject is about herbs, root, and magical spell. For those of you who do not believe in such practice, I will be exercising my right of the First Amendment of the Constitution. So bear that in mind that you also have that right. I said I speak about the Bible, I speak about the black man, and I speak about herbs, root, and magical spells. As I can see that the black men lost their sense of direction, and they are not thinking about material things so we can survive in dispensation of time. We leave everything up to the Bible. We are not thinking that men wrote the Bible. But in the first place, the writing of the Bible have been tampered with. Many people cannot believe that. The original language of the scroll that have been written by the black men of Africa have been tampered by the Europeans. The minister of themselves does not believe that. The black ministers do not believe that the Bible have been tampered with. They believe it's the word of God and it's the word of Jesus. In the first place, let's see if we can understand each other. The word God is given by the white man, which is the enemies of the black man. The word Jesus is given by the white man, and the Jesus is given by the white man. Now, the Jesus that been given by the white man to the black people is this type of Jesus. A white Jesus on a cross dying. Now, black men lost their sense and gone so far astray that he cannot think. In past time, the black men of Africa, some was kings and queens. And the book of the Bible speak of that. They change all the words and fit their lifestyle of living. In the first place, black men did not speak English. I like my black people to understand, because every one of these black Americans sitting down and calling upon the name Jesus and think Jesus is going to help them and save them from the hands of the enemy. Who is the enemy? The enemy is the white man. There is no doubt about it that he is the enemy of the black man. He is planning big time to destroy the black man. But in the meantime, he let the black men destroy each other. Drive-by shooting, putting drugs in the neighborhood. Black people doesn't have laboratory in black neighborhood. So where they get all these narcotics? The black man is killing each other for no reason. And the minister is not preaching about that in the church. all they're doing is building church and saying something to make you happy. I am not here to make you happy or to make you sad. I'm here to speak. And whenever time I speak, I'd like you to think upon what I said. And it will bear in your mind, either night or day. I am not here for you to be happy. I'm here to tell black men and black women we must plant grain so we can have food, or we must repatriate back to Africa. As my fellow man Marcus Garvey said, the white men have destroyed Marcus Garvey. Why? Because he's trying to gather the black men and black women of the Western world to repatriate. They said he was a troublemaker, and he died a poor man in wealth. He was very healthy, but he died a poor man, leave no legacy. He is the first black man of the Western world ever sailed the Pacific, the Atlantic, on the Caribbean Ocean, and traveled down into Africa and see that black man is from Africa. Came back with the news, and the government of the United States and the British government called him a troublemaker. So he could not gather up the people together because they set a trap for him. You see what I'm saying? Now we have leaders under his footstool that come in with the news on the message, but they cannot deliver. You know why? Because they have to go back to the white man organization to build themselves up. They have to go to the white man college. They have to learn from the white man institute. But yet still they call the white man the blue-eyed devil. And you're still learning from the white man. We have the greatest knowledge of all men. Maybe you believe it, or maybe you don't. Because I am not here for you to believe nothing whatsoever. I'm just telling you how it is. Black men can let rain fall from the element. He can make the storm move in the element. In past times it have been done. But what the white men do is went into Africa and take all the scrolls with all the knowledge and change it in their ways and keep all of the knowledge for themselves. So the black men don't know where to turn. So now we base his mind upon a Jesus. A Jesus that's going to save him from all the wrath of the white man. And he cannot see that the white man family is Jesus. Huh? Did you understand me? He can't see that the white man family is Jesus. So how did Jesus is going to save you? Jesus, as you call him Jesus, is not any savior. Because he did not save himself. He died and he did not prove to the people that killed him that he came back alive. It's very simple. He go to some strange people. And the people that put him to death did not see him after he came back alive. Is it for real? I use the word Jesus so you can understand, because I already know that there is no one born by the name Jesus. And there is no one going to be born by the name Jesus. So how comes the black people get caught up in the Jesus so much? We have no time to plant grains and to teach our children about herbs and roots and bark of trees, the birds and the animals. They all have magical powers. How to bring things alive, make it dead and bring it back alive. How many ministers out there can make things die and bring it back alive? Huh? None of you can, huh? And you're reading the Bible every day. Let me show you footage that I have. I was teaching my kids how to kill things and make it come alive. Let's take a look at it and see if the black preachers can do that. If the black preachers can do that, I want him to call me up. Yes, I want him to call me and show me that they can make things become alive. Yes, I want the black preachers to do that. Make things come alive. Now we can talk. If you can't do that, then you have no mystical power. You have no mystical power. So how are you going to make things come alive? Huh? How are you going to make things come alive? See what I'm talking about? I'm going to let this frog die and I will bring it back alive. And I'm not here for you to believe nothing whatsoever. Kids does not lie unless you teach them how to lie. See what I'm saying? Kids don't lie unless you teach them how to lie. And this is what I did and show my children so they can have the knowledge. So any one of you ministers out there can do that. Write me a letter or go to my website. Email me. You can see he's alive. By he jumping away, he's alive. And I will do magical spells. Any one of you ministers can do that. Write me a letter. And you will see with your own eyes that it's no trick cameras. I can't afford trick cameras. Look, he stays still. Now you can see my children are rolling it over. And they're there playing with the reptile. As you can see, it's going to give up its last breath. I hope you're looking so you can see for your own self. Now it's give up its last breath. You see that? It's finished. Now the little girl is playing with the reptile. Have no life within itself. In pastime, men do that. You can do that with men, women, children, birds, and beasts. See it bleed from the mouth. You can see the blood right beside it where the little child hand is. See where the blood is. You can see that it's dead. It's not moving, have no life. In pastime, men do that. How many men can do that today? He's going to put it in the cage. See, it's not moving, it's dead. He's going to push it that it can get water. So you see, there's no life. Little boys doing that. So there's no trick camera. And I will bring it back alive. You can look into the cage of itself. So all the preachers out there that is talking about they can heal people and they can do all type of hypnosis, they are just fooling you. I don't need to brag on what I can do because the Spirit is mighty full. Yes, the Spirit is mighty full. And it's not any sleight of hand. I'm trying to tell the children don't put the water so hard on the reptile because it died. But they would not listen because I'm running the camera. So I tell them slow down with the water. And you will see with your own eyes what take place. That dead frog is going to come back alive. And I'm telling the ministers and all your preachers, all your evangelists, any one of you can do that. I want you to write me a letter or email me lhenry@voodoospell.com. I am not here to gain material things. I'm here to do natural things that you can understand and teach our people. Black people was the greatest magician in the entire world. Now we don't have too much magician. Why? Why we don't have enough magician? Because the white men take our knowledge and they're using it for themselves. Yes, that's what they're doing, using the magic for themselves. So we have no knowledge of our own because they gave us a white Jesus and a white God, so we must bow down to them at all times. I'm still talking, but I'm looking at the reptile now. See, it came back with life. You see it move of itself. Huh? You can also do that with any human being. In past time, men turned men into animals. Turn you into frogs, cows, dogs, cat, any animals he choose to turn you in. And the knowledge is still existed. It's still in existence. But the black men have been locked away from that knowledge. You know why? Because we are too mightyful. And our enemy will not let us use our power. Greatest invention is black man. But he don't follow up. He can do something and he gave it to the white man, and the white man put it in production. Black man is the first man that dig steel from the earth. He didn't have any machines. He dig copper, gold, diamond. He didn't have any machine whatsoever. No knife, no fork, and no spoons. He used stones and sticks to dig the copper and the gold from the earth. He was the first man that baked brick. He take the clay and make brick and bake them into oven or in fire. And they becomes hard and start to build buildings. He makes stones from sugar cane, liquid, lime, and sand. He makes stones, natural stones. Man did that. Now, if you don't know the basic knowledge how to make stones, you waste your time. Those are knowledge. You will not find those in school. They will not teach you those things in school. You know why? Because you're going to a white school. So therefore, the white teacher have no knowledge of teaching you those magical spells. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So our children is losing the knowledge of our great-great-grandfathers. See, the frog's still there. He gained his life, but he's going to pop up and walk around in that cage. The camera hasn't paused as yet. You can watch it with your own eyes. So when I tell black people to wake up so they can understand how things is. Magic is magic. And once you understand, then you will understand at all times. Magic is not from the white man. Magic is from the black man. Yes, magic is from the black man. So once you understand how to do magic, you will continue to do magic at all times. And you will not have any doubt in your mind where it came from. Because it come from the black people. The original man from the earth. He is the only man that came out of the earth. And no other man come before the black man. Regardless what you want to say, if you don't believe it, as I said in Paul's program, belief is just in the mind of the believer. If you want to believe something, you can look at what I just did. And I don't want you to believe. I want you to see with your own eyes. So you have no doubt in your mind. And when I said I can do magical spells, and I speak about herbs, root, and magic and their magical power, it's just natural. If you're looking for me to be on all these broadcast stations, no, I've been turned down. I don't want to go on all these stations. I have to be traveling up and down. So I can stay home and do my own thing. Straight up. So I have no doubt in my mind in what I'm doing. I can teach my children and my friend kids, whoever want to learn how to do magical spells. Can see the frog come alive, and they are pouring water in it. You see there's no trick cameras, and it's going to get up healthy and walk around. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. In Paul's time, the Pharaoh, the Moses, the Aaron, the Goliath, the David, they all do magical spells. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. See, it came out of itself naturally. So you don't have to have any doubt in your mind if it have been done. Because kids do not lie unless you teach them how to lie. See? So once you have that ability how to do magic, you will, because I've been taught from my great-grandfather. And the same thing you do with the animals, you can do with human that cause hurt unto you. But you should not hurt another man unless he cause hurt unto your family. See, my little boy is going to take it out of the cage and put it back. And it still remain alive up to this day. See, he's going to take it out. So I teach him how to do that. See? So you can also learn to do that. Straight up. When you have the basic knowledge on how to do magical spells, you would not be afraid. Instead of basing your mind upon a white Jesus that cannot teach you anything whatsoever. The white Jesus doesn't teach my black people anything whatsoever. What do you learn from the Jesus? He was a prophet with magical power of himself. He take the clay and make little birds. Yes, he take clays and make little birds. And he will blow onto the little clay birds and it will fly away. Do you know how to do that? As I said, write me a letter. Email me at lhenry@voodoospell.com. For more information, you can go there. And instead of you basing your mind up on some white Jesus that cannot help you, because there is no one named Jesus. I'm talking to the black people. I am not speaking to white people. I concern not about white. Because they have their own way of believing and we have our own way of believing. I believe I'm from the earth and they believe they're from someplace else. So we don't need to be afraid of teaching our children how to do magical spells. Magic is natural. And when you know how to do magic, you have no doubt in your mind. So keep on watching this program, and you will learn. At all times you will learn something. As I said before, if you keep on watching this program, you will learn. Because it's no doubt in my mind that you will learn something. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. And you must tell your friends at all times. Tell your friends so you all can watch a program. Instead of watching some filthy stuff, you could sit with your children and watch this program and get some basic knowledge on how to use herbs and use magical spells. Only for your enemies and not for your friends. The Bible you call the book of God speak about your enemies. They all speak of magical power. Pharaoh, he speak of magical power. Moses, he take the frogs and he make a lot of frogs appear. He take the dust from the earth and make frogs. Can your preacher do that? Can he take a crab and make a scorpion? Can your minister do that? Can he take a frog and make a scorpion? Listen, for more information, go email me at lhenry@voodoospell.com, because you've been watching that white Jesus too much. So you're wasting your time. So be good. Tell a friend to watch a program.
All you can do, stay home when the rain is falling, my brother. I'm telling you one more time, don't you go nowhere. When the rain is falling down. Stay home, my brother. Stay home. When the rain is